Hello, hello, hello. This is Retro Nerd Girl, and we are about to take off to the outer reaches of the universe, and let's do this. Well, maybe not so much, but we are going to check out the Mandalorian and Grogu movie official trailer. And what we saw before was not really the trailer; it was some sort of teaser. It was a teaser, which a lot of people were not very happy. I know that there was something that was released during the Super Bowl, and people weren't happy with that. This is officially the trailer. Let's see if I can get this going for us, if we could get liftoff. Let's see what is going on. This is the first shot of the movie trailer, and I like it much better than the last one. I will say that. Looks like a beautiful sunset. So let's go. And we're gonna stop a little bit along the way. We're gonna start. We're gonna stop. Here we go.
Hey,
Uh,
never touch the buttons.
oh no, we're back to that again. Okay, never touch the buttons. Okay, so I suppose that will come back around again in the story. So I'm actually gonna adjust my volume. My goodness, it is really, really blaring in my ears, but the music is, of course, beautiful. Oh, what is this,
I can
Corazon?
use some information.
Whoa, for this price, I'll tell you whatever you want.
I'm looking for a hot
Close for the night. Thank you.
Whoa.
gangsters.
So I believe that this is Martin Scorsese playing this character, which is going to be a brand new character for Star Wars. And it's kind of cool seeing him play in a George Lucas franchise. So very, very cool. I love that. I love that the directors are supporting each other. I wonder if Steven Spielberg would consider doing something like this, but this is a lot of fun. By the way, Martin Scorsese is an excellent actor, by the way. And I hope he has a little bit more than just this little part here. So far, so good.
You want.
I'm looking for a hot
Close for the night. Thank you.
Whoa.
gangsters. War criminals.
Long live the
The huts.
Empire.
We'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
Ooh, that looks good. Okay, so we're getting the Empire is kind of shadowing this, even though at this point the Empire should be gone, long gone. And it's so we've been developing in the stories from the television show that the Empire has its loyalists that are continuing to try to keep this going, right? They want to keep the party going. They don't want to let it go. There are quite a few of them out there. So I suppose he has an assignment of a certain amount of people that are bad guys that are known bad guys that they've researched, and he is going to take them out one by one.
This isn't about revenge.
Ooh,
It's about preventing another war.
that's cool. Wow, what kind of place is this? I like it.
Strap in.
He's already strapped in.
You will suffer.
Ooh, a robot bad guy.
His turn.
Before going into harm's way, check your armor.
Oh, look at his little armor. It's so cute. Oh my god. All right, I don't mean to go back, but we gotta see that little armor again. That is so cute. Oh my god.
Going into harm's way, check your armor.
Oh, adorable. That is so cute. Okay, we're cute factor. Cute factor gets him every time. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. It's already doing a lot better than the teaser as far as giving you like a little cuteness. It's giving you this gravity of the situation, the huts. We got the wonderful Sigourney Weaver saying, "Where it is not about revenge. This is about preventing another war." You know, and nobody wants another war in this place. It's already been to, so many lives have been lost, and people don't want to go back to the war times, and they don't want to go back to the occupation either. So that's I love that. I love that. See, we're working into the story element, the human elements that are going to fashion motivation for characters, and like, okay, we're here to save the universe from another war. And we got our boy Grogu just like hanging out with the mechanics here. That is so cute. Anyway, he's adorable. I hope they have all the merch ready, because I sense there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be wanting merch from all this.
The kid will live centuries beyond me.
Oh,
I won't always be around to protect him.
stop it! They've always been hinting at the idea that Din Djarin is going to die at some point. This hero basically is going to leave us, and so they're probably gonna make him die at the end of this. I hope I'm not spoiling anything from anybody, but that's what they've been leading up to story wise. You could read the room, and that's what it feels like.
Are you scared?
A hut with muscles.
You should be.
Oh, that's nasty. This is something straight out of like a Conan the Barbarian movie. Okay, now we're talking fantasy monsters. This is the kind of stuff I would expect in a fantasy movie. I mean, Star Wars has always been fantasy, sci-fi, adventure. Those three, and then at the end you can tuck in romance, right? So we only really had like 2 romances in the whole situation here. Actually, if you can consider maybe 3, but 2 for sure, with Leia and Han Solo, and then you had Padme and Anakin, and then if there were any others, there would be in the Clone Wars TV series. But for what we're knowing it for is definitely the action adventure. This is cool. That is an interesting monster. Very interesting. You don't want to be caught in a place with a monster like this. I mean, you just don't. You just don't. I mean, I love this. I love this. We're, tapping into fears and the kind of the weight of like, oh yeah, we're in another world, and this is a creature that we
Do we run?
have to deal with.
I like this kid.
Oh no!
What are you waiting for?
Sweet! I love that. Okay.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
I actually love this. Yeah, I absolutely love this. This is finally giving us story. Okay, finally giving us story. The music's great. The music is we have some pretty cool scenes with Grogu being cute, and I don't have a problem with that. I know a lot of people don't like, the fact that Grogu is cute and whatever, or that it may be playing up to that kind of audience. but you got kids, you got women. Okay. And maybe you got everybody. Maybe you have everybody with Grogu because he is a darling. But it's really hitting a wider market with Grogu being as adorable as he is. So now the whole family can sit down and watch this without being confused. It doesn't seem highly tied to everything that we know of the show because the show has like certain things that we remember, but it looks like it's playing off of like, hey, this is one adventure that was set up at the very end of season 3 that they would go on to do good as far as find the bad guys in the universe and kind of take them out. So I hope that's where we're going. Ultimately, that they don't do a bait and switch with us, and when we get in there, it's a totally different story. So we got a little bit of a setup from season 3, which I did not really love season 3, but it had some moments I adored. It had a lot of problems for me, and it was kind of upsetting for me to know that Carl Weathers was that was his last time being a part of it, and it wasn't great. Yeah, that was hard. That was a hard one, but I'm really. It looks like they're on the right track storytelling wise, delivering the trifecta I was talking about: the action, adventure, and fantasy. You got to do that. Ultimately, I think the relationship between Din Djarin and Grogu is the heart of all of this, right? So we have to see a lot of these father-son moments and kind of catching them at the end, flying through the city, escaping a bad guy. Man, that's so cool. It's the stuff of, of Star Wars. It's Leia and Luke running away from the Imperial guards. It's the great escape. And this is what I hope that they continue this kind of storytelling both on the small screen and the big screen. I actually wish they would just, unless they have a very intriguing project, stop the small screen stuff and really like give us Star Wars movies, even if it's just a one-off movie, but just think about giving us a one-off movie that's actually really well told. And so far it looks really good. I don't have any problems with it. If there's anything, it looks like they punched up the colors a little bit. The colors look pretty good, crystal clear. It looks a little bit more crispier than the teaser did. The teaser looked okay. This looks like there is like a smidge crispier. It still has like a malaise over it that go like a like a darkness over it that I'm not really crazy about. It's like the color palette that people are using today. And it's just like in general in a lot of movies, we don't get those pops of colors, those, incredible colors. But one thing I'll have to say about it is that it looks lived in. It looks lived in. And so maybe you don't get all of the colors, but maybe you get something that feels maybe a little bit more a little run down a little bit. So maybe maybe it should look like that. This because maybe after wartime, right? Maybe after the war, after they won the war, a lot of things are still showing signs of age that they didn't like all of a sudden become a universe of a galaxy of utopia. Some places are going to be run down and a little bit less glamorous. But even here, like it's really got that. There is like a color issue that I'm having with a lot of movies these days. I think that's one of the reasons why I absolutely adored Frankenstein. It seemed like all the colors were like just popping out at you. Yeah, this is a very much lived in world. So I can't wait to see it. I wanna experience it on the big screen. So if it comes out, I could hitch a ride on somebody's spaceship and head on over to the theater and see it. Oh my God. You just gotta love this guy, honestly. I know there are people who hate who hate Grogu. I know there's some people who really, really adore him. I happen to be one of those people who really think that he is one of the best characters to come out of the Star Wars franchise in a long time. He's just really cute. We want to know what happens to him, right? We want to know his story, what he ends up doing. I mean, he gave up being a Jedi to be a Mandalorian. And he wants to be just like his dad. Stop it. It's so cute. And that father son story, it could it's oh my God, am I I can't even clap. It might break our hearts. It might break our hearts a little. It might break if it doesn't break our hearts, then I think that somebody made a big mistake. Honestly. If at the end of this movie I am not sobbing like a baby, somebody screwed up. Okay, somebody screwed up. I should be such a mess by the end of this movie. Okay, so guys, yeah, that was my response to the absolutely fun Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks old school. If you would have put out this trailer right after Return of the Jedi, if we would have seen something like this back then, we would have been screaming. We would have been screaming. It has the flavor of old school Star Wars. So it's up to them at this point to actually not drop the ball and actually deliver a good storyline. Don't preach at us. Don't give us characters that don't make sense. Don't give us characters we don't need or characters that are too silly. Don't give us jokes that are just too slapstick. But just right. The conversations, the cutesy stuff that was in this was just the right tone. So I really hope, and I'm looking forward to seeing the movie in theaters, and I really hope I get a chance to see this actually in the theater because the music itself sounds incredible. It sounds incredible. So that's it. If you guys could just give me a like, I would really appreciate that. YouTube is going to suggest another video for you. Please do watch that video because every time you support the channel with a view, my goodness, it will help me to create more videos, more reactions to trailers, and more commentary, more fun videos for you in the future. And with that, I say take care of yourselves and make sure to stay retro and stay nerdy. Bye.